So how are plans going for the Faces reunion?
Ian McLagan's okay, Kenny Jones is okay, we had Bill Wyman playing bass, but it's my old mate Ron Wood. It's looking pretty slim right now, I must be honest. I've got to speak to Ronnie Wood tonight and hope we can put it together. As usual, it's managers and accountants and lawyers that get in the way, and I don't think I'm wild and exotic anymore, especially in this country. You can't shock people in this country anymore, they've seen it all. You know, I just plod along my own
Rod Stewart sort de nombreux numéros 1 en Grande-Bretagne. En solo avec sa formation de camarades, les Faces, Rod collectionne les succès commerciaux. Son enthousiasme scénique, sa voix rocailleuse et son look d'épouvantail fait qu'il a une place à part entière dans le cœur des Britanniques. Ces derniers se sentent un peu orphelins en 76, où notre ami s'exile aux États-Unis, loin de lui en tenir rigueur. Cette année, il est l'artiste qui vend le plus d'albums, compositeur de grand talent. Il excelle également dans des reprises particulièrement bien interprétées, comme en témoigne This Old Heart of Mine des Isley Brothers ou Ruby Tuesday, titre écrit par Mick Jagger et Keith Richards des Stones bien sûr, sorti en 93 sur l'album Lead Vocalist.
Jeff had already done a demo of People Get Ready. He played it to me. I said, it's a shame I couldn't have sung on that because I really like it. He said, well, let's take it back in the studio and I'll sing on it for you. And next time I knew it was released as a single. So I said, will you... Well, in between time, he came in and did Infatuation with me, and we toured a little bit together, which wasn't a great idea.
Why is that?
We had a 60 city tour booked to the States, and I think Jeff did 6 dates. He couldn't handle it. He just couldn't handle big arenas and, you know, women throwing brassieres on the stage and different things happening. But I feel it inside of me that one day we're going to make an album together. If there's one person I'd love to make an album with, everybody needs a little romance in their life and love. But I find that's my best subject, without doubt, love stories and broken hearts. Well, I think they're more interested in my private life, which I think is a real shame. I think sometimes the talent that I gets overlooked. Right? That's a big shame, but I don't mind it as long as it's true. And there are so many half-truths and lies in the papers, you know. But I think in this country, Great Britain, I don't think people believe what they read in the papers anymore anyway. You know, I read the other day that Mick Jagger's having a hair transplant. Oh, stupid. You know what I mean?
Rod Stewart est un grand monsieur. Sa carrière parle pour lui une vingtaine d'albums, des disques d'or à l'appel. Il décide au début des années 90 de sortir un coffret intitulé Storyteller, comprenant bon nombre de ses succès passés. 500 000 exemplaires seront vendus, mais le plus étonnant va venir du succès de Downtown Train, qui donnera lieu à un album spécial composé de ses 45 tours et d'autres singles de Storyteller. En 91, c'est la sortie de Vagabond Heart, un album original, qui fait pour un moment taire les mauvaises langues, reprochant à Rod Stewart de tirer un peu trop sur les anciens succès. Et oui, l'opus comprend It Takes Two, un duo avec Tina Turner, et Motown Song, dont les chœurs sont tout de même assurés par les Temptations.
I find it easier to tell stories in songs than anything else. I love to tell stories. As Ed Lennon once said, John Lennon, he said it's the hardest thing to do is to tell a story in a 4-minute period of time. Right? I always find it a challenge. I believe in marriage to a point, you know. I don't think I'm quite right just now. And my daughter's still listening. Little ears are popping up. Can't come in the picture, it's my show. We all have to learn from somebody, you know. We all copy somebody sooner or later. Yeah. I copied Sam Cooke and Otis Redding for years and still do, you know, and Bobby Womack. I pick up lots from them, not so much stage presentation, but the style of singing and
Rod Stewart a 50 ans, ses camarades aussi, eux, ils ont arrêté de téter de la verveine de terrassier, mais lui continue à s'enfiler des rhum coca. Et pour lui payer ses rhum coca dans Rock Légende, on est bien obligé de...
50-50. Un spectacle LCB Rony Productions. MCM avec énergie présente Rod Stewart en concert.
L'ex-futur star du football écossais revient fouler le sol national pour présenter son extraordinaire jeu individuel.
Pour tout renseignement, point de vente habituel et 3615 code MCM.
Rod Stewart en concert, mercredi 28 juin à Paris-Bercy.
MCM avec Chérie FM présente Neville Brothers en concert, avec en première partie Roscoe Martin.
En 1991, c'est la sortie de Vagabond Heart et sort en même temps que l'album le single qui en est extrait, bien sûr, Rhythm of My Heart. Le titre, comme l'opus en général d'ailleurs, est d'une rare émotion, Rod Stewart prenant un malin plaisir à s'inspirer continuellement du passé, loin d'être quelque peu suranné. Eh bien oui, on a le droit de lire le dico hier. Le style du chanteur est maintenant tout ce qu'il y a de plus moderne. Et lui qui a baigné durant toute sa carrière dans une ambiance mi-rococo, mi-kitsch, le voilà une sorte de fer de lance du disco rock reconnu par ses pairs. Il signe de nombreux duos comme All for Love avec Bryan Adams et Sting.
I only met Brian the other night for the first time at the Prince Charles anniversary do thing, whatever it was, at Wembley. So it was a song that we wrote over the phone together, strangely enough. We never sat down and we said, let's write a song. He phoned me up, he had the verses to the song, and he said, this is as far as I've got no lyrics. So I farmed it out to a lyricist who said I can only write the verses, then it was down to me to write the chorus. So I came up with the chorus. So it was a, real modern day writing song. I look after it more than I used to. I don't drink hard liquor anymore. And I don't drink a great deal, in fact, right now. I find I can sing a lot easier when I don't drink. I have voice exercises, which I didn't have 10.
1993, c'est la sortie de Lead Vocalist, un album qui contient une sorte de pot pourri de tout ce que Rod Stewart avait envie d'y mettre. Des reprises de ses propres tubes, des Faces ou du Jeff Beck Group ou Band quand il est en forme, des originaux, des grands classiques, bref un opus pour se faire plaisir et pour le bonheur de ses fans. Stewart reprend à son compte le Tom Travers Blues de Tom Waits, les adaptations deviennent un art. C'est donc tout naturellement que notre blondinet dégingandé participe à la grande mode des albums acoustiques, un album acoustique qui sort fin 93. 23 mai 95 est sorti Spanner in the Works qui contient entre autres le single You're the Star.
And I try and make it as British as I can. I mean, that's, I play football and all the guys in the team are British. I see a lot of them. We train twice a week. It takes up a hell of a lot of my time. And the kids take up a lot of my time too. And it's difficult to ask me what I do when I'm not working, because work, like anybody else, it takes up a lot of my time. But I don't like it when I'm not working, incidentally. I love to be either out on the road or making a record. I can't stand it when I'm not. I enjoy it right now, and there's people who want to see me and people want to hear me sing, and so I'm going to carry on. As long as I've got some air in my lungs, I shall sing a song. That's what I say today, and this time next year it might be different. All finished, Kimberly. Say goodnight to everybody on the TV.
Good night.
Good night. Going home now.